Hey, what's up? It's Randaya from Pack Hacker. Today we're going to take a look at the Topologie Haul Backpack Dry, which I've been testing for 3 weeks. If you find this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up so that we can keep helping you find the right gear. Now let's take a look. All right, so this bag is known for its weatherproofing thanks to this main material here. So this is a 600D polyester with a PU coating. And then the zipper as well has weatherproofing, and it really does work quite well. We had some pretty rainy days that I got caught outside for a little bit, and nothing inside the bag got wet. So major props to it for that. And then on the sides here, we have a thicker ballistic nylon, and we have that at the bottom as well. So the bottom is really reinforced against like scuffs and drops, or if you're like throwing it down on the ground or anything like that. You can see I do have like just a few scuffs here, but it is a bit like thicker than material elsewhere on the bag, just to prevent like rips and tears and anything like that from getting on the bottom, which is good. So let's flip this around and look at the back panel for a second. So you've got quite a bit of padding and mesh. So the mesh does definitely make for some good breathability. You don't really get too many issues with swamp back or anything like that. The padding is thick and comfortable. Same on the shoulder straps. They're not too thick, but they do have quite a bit of padding. However, I found that all of the padding and the thickness add quite a bit of weight to the pack. So for me, this bag is a little bit heavy to carry even when it's not really full. And I feel like that's because of the thick materials, the thick padding and things like that. There were a few times where, like I said, I didn't even have this bag really full, and it was a little uncomfortable to carry just because the materials themselves are so heavy. I believe the bag is like 2 pounds on its own, which doesn't sound like a lot, but once you start filling it up, it gets heavy really quick. So just be aware of that. We do have a luggage pass-through on the back here, which is nice. And then here we have this like little secret quick grab pocket. So you could put something like a passport or credit card or cash or your phone or just something that you don't want lost or stolen. It's a bit stealthy. So it goes maybe about here. So not very large. Like I said, big enough for like a wallet or a passport, but it is kind of nice to have that feature. Just remember where you put your stuff if you put it in there. And then this zipper also has the weatherproofing as well, which is nice. So at first I thought these were YKK AquaGuard zippers, but they're actually not. They're actually unbranded splash proof zippers, but they still work. I didn't have any issues. Like I said, no rain got inside and nothing like broke while I was testing, so that's good. So back on the front of the bag, we have 2 pockets. So you got this front pocket here, which you can see the space there that it offers. So I've just got like a wallet, which my wallet is pretty big, so that's good that that can fit in there. And then you can just snack and some hand sanitizer. So just like some quick grab items. You could probably fit more in there. You just have to be a little bit careful because there's another larger pocket behind it that will compete for space. So that's why I only keep a few things here. But the second pocket is just right behind, and as you can see, that goes down almost the entire length of the front of the bag. So you got a lot of space to play with. However, I did find that it's best to keep flatter items in here just so that it's not eating out from the space of this pocket or the main compartment. So I've just got like some face wipes and a notebook. And for me, that was kind of like the sweet spot of things that you could put in this pocket and then the front pocket on top of it without it feeling too crowded. So that's what we've got going on in there. And then we have one water bottle pocket on the side here. And I really like this pocket. It does have a zipper, which is gusseted. So if you have a bigger water bottle, I believe this one is, I want to say 20 ounces, I believe. But if you have something bigger, you can just unzip this So you see you got the zipper there, and then you have this little panel of mesh that's gusseted to sort of expand it. You can also fit an umbrella or like a really small jacket or a scarf, something like that, in here too, which is nice. The only issue that I have is like sometimes the zipper is a little bit difficult to get all the way closed if you don't want to expand it. So you can expand it pretty easily. When you're trying to zip it up, it's like the zipper stops there. I mean, you can kind of like force it and put some elbow grease in it to get it to zip up all the way and look clean. But even still, it's not, you know, it's not all the way up. And I'd really have to like force it, which is kind of unnecessary. But if you want it to actually close, it does take a bit of elbow grease there. So, as you can see, the shape and the profile of the bag is a little bit weird. It does kind of look like a Yeti cooler or like a lunch bag because like the zipper is sticking out at the sides here. But luckily, you have these little straps. Here, let me turn over so you can see. You have these little like compression straps on the back here. So what you do is you just loop the buckle here to this nylon loop at the end of the zipper. So you just hook that on, and then you can, I think I did that a little backwards. Here we go. You hook that on, and then you can just adjust it to like pull these down, and this will give the bag a bit more of a classic rounder shape, which is nice. So just put those on, and then adjust it, and that should give it, from the front anyway, yeah, a better, more round and like cleaner profile, which is great. Only thing about that is when you go to open the bag, it doesn't really help much with visibility. That's one of my main gripes about this bag, is that it's really long and it's really hard to see inside. So if you got the zipper sort of like pulled down and compressed like that, it's hard to see what's all the way at the bottom. So I would usually undo the little compression straps just to like make it wider. And then you can like open it up a bit. But just to give you an idea of what can fit inside, so I've got like a tote shopping bag in here, a toiletry bag, a couple of packing cubes. I believe these are the Heim Planet. I think they're small size, but you can fit 2 of them in here. And then, so yeah, you can like kind of see at the bottom there, all the space that you have. The thing that I really like about this bag and where it sort of shines is the organization in the device sleeve for a laptop and tablet. So again, this is like really kind of hard to see because it's a bit cavernous, but you have like all this organization at the top. So you got like a couple slots here, you got some pin slots, you have this pocket, which I really like that this has a little elastic loop on it. So that elastic loop can, you know, keep your cables in check, hold them down. That's a really nice feature. If you don't already use like Velcro or something to keep your cables in check, you got a built-in elastic loop, so that's cool. Then there's also another pocket with a snap closure down at the bottom. Again, it's kind of hard to see. Well, I think you can see that. Yeah, so you can just sort of dump any other like miscellaneous items that you have. So I think I have like a charger and like more cables in there. But it is fairly big, so you have quite a bit of space to work with. The problem is that it's just so darn hard to see. That's like really the only issue that I have with it truly. And then I've got some earbuds in there. So behind that, you have a sleeve for either a tablet, iPad, or you can put like A4 documents in here. But so, got an iPad in there. And then you have the actual laptop sleeve behind that, and this will fit up to a 15-inch laptop. So you've got a lot to work with there, a lot of capacity, a lot of space, and a lot of organization. Once again, just wish it were easier to see. This liner is also kind of cool, so I don't know if you can see that. So this is like a hiking trail pattern, which I think is kind of cool. My only gripe with this is that I wish the liner were a little bit brighter. That could have helped with visibility too. But overall, it was definitely an enjoyable bag to carry if you're going to be going somewhere where it's rainy. It's definitely got good weatherproofing, excuse me, and has quite a bit of capacity to work with. So there you have it. That is the Topologie Haul Backpack Dry. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel. We'll see you in the next video.